Shalom, 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 Israel, coming back at you with another lesson. Lord willing, this is edifying. First off, giving all praise, all honor, all glories to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushai, Bahashem, Ruach Kodash. Double honors to the apostles and the elder bishops of Great Millstone. The teachers out there pushing His word and truth with truth and sincerity, especially now, risk your lives to do so. May you be of the elect. Shalom to all the Akim, the Aquas out there listening and learning. You Israelites, so-called Negroes, Hispanic, Native, and Seminole Indians, who are the true children of Israel, as well as you speckled bird, Israelite foreigners, the Israelites that look like, act like, and take on the customs of all these heathen nations. So to you I say Shalom. This lesson is brought to you by the Spirit and the power of Yahweh, by Hashem Yahushai. Yahweh being the true name of our Father, the God of the Bible, the God of the Israelites, by Hashem meaning in the name, and Yahushai being the only begotten Son of Yahweh, who the world ignorantly calls by the name of JC. Right? And as you saw from the clip, all right, it's a lot of turmoil, man. Look at the time, 11:44. Call all Yahweh Shemel Shai. A lot of turmoil going on in the world, man. But this is no surprise to the prophets because we already saw this coming through the scriptures. All right, we already knew what was coming. All right, now with the election that's coming, all right, you got as you saw from the clip, you got a lot of people that's against Trump because Trump don't play that shit, man. Trump ain't with that fucking rainbow community bullshit. And there's a lot of other people in the world that's not for that. So now you got these creatures that have been able to run rampant since sleepy Joe Biden got in office, letting the fucking rainbow community go ape shit in the world, all right? Having their madness spewed across everything in the world, all right? Putting their fucking stamp on everything, all right? And now they want to rise up and go against Trump because Trump ain't gonna play that shit. He's not playing with the rainbow community, and he's not for people doing things that are pretty much, well, not pretty much, that are ungodly, such as you getting yourself impregnated, but then you want to go take a certain type of pill to basically dissolve or delete the body, all right, the fetus, or even the beginning first trimester situation out of your body. That's murder, man. That's actually against what the Lord said, man. We are not to commit murder. When it says thou shalt not kill, that goes into murder. You're not supposed to murder. Now, if you're in a situation where you're in a life and death situation, somebody threatening your life type stuff like that, that's different, because that's a life and death situation. But if you're just going out, I just want to harm somebody and delete them, that's murder. Hey, the Lord, it says we are not to do that. All right, so just put that out there. But that's exactly what these women want to do. These women want to stay for the streets. They want to have their body however they want it. All right, if they end up getting seed put on them, they want to be able to go to the pharmacy and be able to get it taken out of them. And that's all there is to it. Trump's not going to tell me what to do with my body. The Lord told you not to do with your body. You going against the Lord. Trump is just a face that y'all see. The Most High God told y'all not to do this, and y'all do it anyway. You want to blame Trump, but you really blaming the Lord. And the Lord got something for y'all's ass, man. All right? So without any further ado, matter of fact, let me get the article pulled up real quick. All right. This is thousands protests in Washington against Trump as he prepares for inauguration.
this is a broad coalition of groups representing a wide range of issues. Few people can doubt that this is now a deeply divided country on the brink of radical change. Radical change, of course, is what Donald Trump was elected promising. It's why many of his supporters voted for him, and they will be hoping that this time around he is far more prepared to push that agenda through. But for these protesters, however, that is precisely what they fear.
As you can hear from that bullshit, right? Like the dude said, various different reasons why people out there, but it's really to keep that Skittle community going. And you heard the simp in the background, for women's rights and all that bullshit. Hey man, the Lord ain't fucking hearing that shit, man. And then you saw the sign talking about the future for women. The future is women. No, it's not. All right. The future is Yasharallah, by way of Yahweh Bashim Yahushai coming back and putting things in order. But let's read this order from the BBC. All right. British Broadcasting Channel. It says, thousands of mostly female demonstrators took to the streets of Washington, D.C. on Saturday to rally against President-elect Donald Trump 2 days ahead of his inauguration. The People's March, previously known as the Women's March, has taken place every year since 2017. A coalition of groups organized the movement with the stated aim of confronting Trumpism, according to his website. Smaller protests against Trump were held in New York City and on the other side of the country in Seattle. The rallies coincide with Trump's arrival to the nation's capital for a series of weekend events in the lead up to his swearing-in ceremony on Monday. Saturday's People's March in Washington, D.C. drew smaller numbers than its predecessors, but still boasted thousands of marchers. The protesters gathered at 3 parks before marching to the Lincoln Memorial for the rally. The groups behind the march are described on its website as holding, quote, intersecting identities and having, quote, varied issues-based interests with different causes such as climate change, immigration, and women's rights. Women who have gathered in Washington to join the People's March told the BBC that they had a variety of motivations. One protester, Brooke, said she wanted to show her support for abortion access. I'm really not happy with the way our country's voted. She said, I'm really sad that our country's leaned towards a president that's already failed us once and that we did not nominate a female candidate, quote. Another woman, Kayla, said it's a mix of emotions that brought her out to the streets of the nation's capital. Honestly, I'm just mad, I'm sad, I'm overwhelmed, she said. Yeah, and that's women in general. They just bags of emotion. All right. They fucking minds and their emotions change like the winds of Chicago, man. All right. Put that out there. The first interrogation of the People's March came together after Trump defeated Democratic presidential nominee Hillary Clinton in 2016. Women called for a protest the day after Trump's first inauguration, and hundreds of thousands responded. The movement spread beyond the nation's capital, with millions of women across the U.S. carrying signs rallying against the Republican president as sporting pink knit pussy hats. A reference to a leaked tape in which Trump had bragged about grabbing women's genitals. The Women's March remained a key part of the so-called resistance to Trump's agenda in the years that followed, but none of the subsequent marches have been on the same scale. Trump, meanwhile, arrived in Washington, D.C. later on Saturday to begin his inaugural festivities with a private event featuring fireworks at the Golf Club in Virginia suburbs. And I'm gonna leave it at there if you want to, read the article. All right, it's in the BBC, and it's about the 1,000 protests in Washington against Trump as he prepares for inauguration. All right, so the name of this lesson, Women Rally in Protest Against Trump. Romans, I'm going to read chapter 1, and I'm going to read 21 through 27. It says, because that when they knew not the Most High, they glorified him not as the Most High, neither were thankful, but became vain in their imaginations, and their foolish heart was darkened. Professing themselves to be wise, they became fools, and changed the glory of the uncorruptible Most High into an image made like to corruptible man, and to birds, and four-footed beasts, and creeping things. Wherefore the Most High also gave them up to uncleanliness through the lusts of their own hearts, to dishonor their own bodies between themselves, who changed the truth of the Most High into a lie, and worshipped and served the creature more than the Creator, who is blessed forever. Amen. For this cause the Most High gave them up to unto vile affections, for even their women did change the natural use into that which is against nature. And likewise also the men, leaving the natural use of the woman, burn in their lust one toward another, men with men, working that which is unseemly, and receiving in themselves that recompense of their error, which was meet. And again, it goes, these people want to have their own ideas, their own ways of living, all right, and having all different forms of idolatry, all right. You got your pagan practices, all right, because ultimately that's what a lot of this goes back to, the Romans with their orgies and their different gods and goddesses, all right. Ishtar, right, the goddess of fertility and sex. You got all that nonsense. Slack your whole fast. Brak the Oshai. And then, going into worshiping the creature more than the Creator. What was this whole thing about? Because Trump said some shit years ago, like a decade ago, and they still mad about that. Grab him by the, Trump talking about some grab him by the box. And these people still pissed off about that. Meanwhile, you had Sleepy Joe Biden in office, and the whole 4 years, there was mad inflation, people struggling to get by, but you don't want Trump to get in office because Trump going, granted, all of it's up to the Lord, but at least when Trump was in office, hey, things was cool. These people don't want that. They don't want things to be cool, but they just gonna be mad at Trump. Not the way he ran the U.S., but because of what he said, what he do, what he's about. but they'll have Biden in office, let the whole country go to shit. Granted, once again, that's up to Yahweh Shema Shai. But they was all right with that, struggling to get by, But that's these people. That's the citizens of the U.S. of A. You see? Now us, that's in the truth. We don't care, however, which way it go. We don't give a damn, because ultimately we know it's Yahweh Shema Shai pulling the strings. If he wants peace, it's going to be peace. If he wants war, it's going to be war. If there's going to be woe, it's going to be woe. Call Halayim like Yahweh Shema Shai. These people don't understand that. These people don't want that. They want things their way. All right? So the Lord, he gives them over to it. He's going to give them what they want. You see? You want the rainbow community? I'm going to let y'all have it. Y'all want to have a woman leading your situations? The Lord is going to give it to them. But at the end of the day, all right, after they think that everything's all good, hey, the Lord is going to pull out all stops. And he's going to show them what time it is, man. And that's what's happening. All right? This is Ecclesiastes 8. And I'm going to read 11 through 13. It says, because sentence against an evil work is not executed speedily, therefore the heart of the sons of men is fully set in them to do evil. Though a sinner do evil 100 times, and his days be prolonged, yet surely I know that it shall be well with them that fear the Most High, which fear before him. But it shall not be well with the wicked, neither shall he prolong his days, which are as a shadow, because he feareth not before the Most High. And that's what's happening, man. These people don't fear the Most High God, man. And that's why, look, all these things that's happening right now, these people think, oh, it's just a little hiccup, you know, it's a, you know, a shift change, you know, in the system, especially with, you know, with the inauguration, you know, things will be, you know, it's a little wrinkle in the system. It'll be ironed out soon enough. That's the mindset of these people. All right, but they don't see afar off. They don't understand that the Lord is doing these little small things like this. This is like birthing pains, man. All right, the little small, you know, sneak peeks, if you will, into what's coming. All right, these people don't see that. Those that's in the truth, we see and we know. All right, but these people, they're gonna be lost in the sauce when the shit hit the fan. You know, especially the women protests. Oh, women's rights. Ain't none of these bitches gonna be screaming none of that shit when the shit hit the fan. They're gonna be looking for a man to get up under, all right, to be protected. And they ain't gonna care who say what about a female, a bitch. They not gonna care about none of that shit. Now, when I say a woman, and then I say a bitch, a woman meaning, all right, one who actually fears Yahweh Shem Shai. If she got a husband, she has reverence towards her husband, you know. She does and lives accordingly to Yahweh Shem Shai. But a bitch, as the scriptures will tell you, is a shameless woman that should be counted as a dog. So yeah, there's a difference between the two, and a lot of these females in the world are bitches because they're shameless. I mean, look what that protest is about, man. All right, they're shameless, man. Woman upset because she she's against abortion. Bitch, the Lord is against abortion. You got a problem with that? And I bet you she probably one of the ones that wear a cross around her neck too. Go to church every Sunday looking ass. But she's against that. She's not pro-life. She's against life, clearly. But she want to make sure she live. Hoe ass bitch. You see? These people lost in the sauce, man. Psalm 82:5. They know not, neither will they understand. They walk on in darkness. All the foundations of the earth are out of course. And that's the facts. And we know that because, look, who's ruling over us? Edomites. What do they boast in? What do they brag in? What is their lifestyle? Death. What do they got the whole world doing? Following after they drum. You see? So yeah, the whole world is out of course. Big time. On all levels. But don't worry, the Lord is coming to fix all that. You can count on that. All right? But that's pretty much the point, you know. Lord willing, this was edifying, giving all praise, all honor, all glories to Yahweh, by Hashem Yahweh Shai, by Hashem Rakakwadash. Double honors to the apostle and the elder bishops of Great Millstone, and all the teachers out there pushing his word in truth, with truth and sincerity, especially now, risk your lives to do so. May you be of the elect. Stay prayed up, repent, and abab abal. Kwam Yashurala, Shalom.